a teacher from another camp, but it's like an all-girls school, comes in, sees this cunt up there, and freaks out and starts thinking like he's trying to film the girl.
Let's go, baby.
We return. Is this
Salud.
202 or 203?
202. Check this out. Take time, baby, please take time with me. Fuck up your ways, let it wait for me.
Yeah, me, girl, let my eye. Fuck you, SoundCloud, all right, you piece of shit. I am in the middle of a dispute battle, back and forth email with SoundCloud, because they don't believe I'm the owner of fucking Trip Jacker Mafia Records and Gangsta Boo's my fucking song. I was like, are you guys...
So what do you have to do to prove?
No, I have to get this guy.
Catalog?
I need this motherfucker when he gets home to send me a fucking screenshot of his uploaded thing to the distributor with the IRC and all this shit. So what's happened is, I said this off air to this guy fucking last week or whenever the fuck it was. I said, I bet you the confusion is I've uploaded the music, but it's picking up, but because he distributed it through his distributor, it's probably picking up 2 different IRC codes now. So that's where it's trying to say I'm not the fucking owner of the song and shit. And I'm like, dude,
Is it just for Gangsta Boo?
no, it's Gangsta Boo, Until We Say, Heavy. It's now all
the
it's
new
picking
album.
up. Yes, it's picking up the whole album now as fucking fraudulent. And I was like, dude,
that's fine. Yeah, it'd be because I guess that's why. So I'll just screenshot it and it should be resolved pretty quick.
fucking dirty. They're like
DZ's about to fall asleep this episode.
Yeah, I'm knackered, man. I've had a big weekend.
Yeah, what happened, man?
I've had a big day at work, and I'm just fucking adjusting.
Yeah.
It just hit me because I've been non-stop. I just finished work and come here straight away pretty much, and then I sat down, I said to Joey, I'm like, fuck, I'm actually tired as. It just hit me at once. But I had a great weekend, man. Long weekend in Australia. It was fucking awesome, man. We went camping. It was like old times of our whole family. Took my daughter first time camping. It was funny too because this is the best camp site I've ever seen. 100% the best spot, right next to a river. It's like it's someone's private property, right? But heaps of people were camping.
Did you go fishing?
There. No, but there was a river. It was like not a super deep river, but our campsite, like you pre-book it and shit, and you choose. And our auntie and mum had been there before, and she chose a spot, and it's perfect. It's literally the best spot I've ever been to. It was like right here. We had the river right there. There was fucking horses and alpacas everywhere, and they just come right up to you and shit. Like we put Easter eggs out the night before for our daughter, and at night you can hear the horses come through the campsite and they're eating our shit and like eating the plastic egg. And the alpacas, we saw platypus in the river.
Oh,
really?
I've never seen a wild platypus.
You know how rare that is, man?
Yeah, Danny took a photo of it. It's pretty cool, man. But yeah, beautiful. The only thing with the campsite, right, is to get to the property. It was like Bathurst, near Bathurst. You turn into the property and then there's a big steep cliff that goes down. It's a big ramp, beautiful view. But it goes all the way down to the campsite, right? Yeah. And you need a full drive to get through. Like otherwise, if your car's too small, you park it at the top. So our mum and our auntie had their own cars with trailers and shit, full drives. We had our Outlander. We took our Outlander. But getting down was all right. It's super scary because you're right on the cliff and it's bumpy as fuck, right? But getting down was all right. Rose freaking out, and but then getting back. So we left a day earlier. And I'm coming up the thing, and there's cars behind us and shit, also trying to get up. And we got stuck. And the Outlander's stuck. Rosa gets out. She's trying to guide me. It's stuck. It's just not going, bro. We're holding up the line and shit. So then, like, the funny thing is, we've been camping a lot when we were young. Like, our parents did the whole full driving thing all the time. And from my experience with these full drive people, they love when someone gets stuck. Being able to help them. They froth it, bro. Like they love problem solving, right? And these guys behind us, obviously, it was him and his missus, obviously into the whole camping, full driving thing. They get out, he's getting his wench and his rope and shit, trying to pull us out. He's coming up with these ideas and shit. And lucky Rose could get a text through to my family. And then they came stuck! And then my stepdad, who knows what he's doing, he got in the car and drove it up and shit. And so we made it out. But I was like, it's just funny that we have those memories of when we were young, getting stuck and doing all the whole full driving thing. And it's like now my daughter is having those same memories. I said that to Rose. I'm like, these are the type of things she's gonna remember, and we're gonna think, oh, remember that time we got fucking stuck and these cunts had to help us and shit.
Yeah.
But so that was great. And took my daughter to the movies for the first time yesterday.
First time.
Yeah,
What'd you see?
I haven't been to the movies in ages. We watched the Mario movie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because my daughter's a huge Mario fan. That's why we went. Not because of me. I definitely did not want to see it.
Yeah, but you're not going to see something deep like fucking Inception.
I don't like Mario, all right? It was for kids. It's for babies. I don't like Nintendo at all.
Yeah, of course.
But we only went for her.
Yeah.
But
I smell bullshit.
Sonic the Hedgehog tattoo.
we got Bowser on my chest. But it was a good movie, man. Like for someone like me who's a big nerd and into it, like the amount of references and everything was a reference from the games. In the movie. It's just like AI, like modern age, like shit happening in colors and shit. But they put so much shit in there, little Easter eggs and that. I thought it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
But
No, Childish Gambino voices Yoshi. I'm pretty sure,
Yoshi.
Yeah.
He asked to do it apparently. But cool movie, man. I guess like not as good as the first one, I reckon, but yeah, that was my weekend pretty much.
It's good you did like something wholesome, man, and especially just doing it with your kids, bro. I feel like you need to, like, some people don't get a childhood like that where they have like their parents just don't do much, period, with them, right? Like, but I feel like you need to have those childhood memories. Like everyone's got those good childhood memories of either camping or even like going to the movies for the first time. Were you dying to show her that, like, something like that because you're into it as well, and like you just like as soon as you can, you like because I feel like when I have kids, when they can understand it, right? There's a few movies I can rattle off, like Harry Potter,
Lord of the Rings, Star Wars,
So all that shit. Was Mario one of those movies? Like, tick. Obviously, Dove's how old? So there's
4.
So
I mean, no, she loves Sonic. She's into Sonic and shit. So it's like it just naturally happens, I guess, when she sees what I'm like, what's around and shit. But like, I just wanted to see it, and she hasn't been to the movies, and we've been saying for ages, we'll take you to the movies, and then it came out, I was like, fuck it, I want to see this, so we'll take.
Did you get any snacks?
Oh yeah, fucking no,
what snacks? What, do we go heavy on the snacks or what?
No. We went at 9:30 a.m. right? So,
okay.
But you have to have popcorn.
Yeah.
Froth popcorn. I fucking love that shit. But
it's an awkward time to get to go hard on the snacks at 9:30 in the morning.
Usually we just had breakfast.
What the fuck?
We literally bought breakfast on the way there.
Yeah.
And then the popcorn, bro, they're charging like fucking $30 for fucking a popcorn
or
and
a small combo cunt. You're like,
do you know what Tori's done once? She's gone, all right, we're gonna go to
homemade popcorn.
we're gonna go to Woolies and get the. Do you know the popcorn from Wish? Those kind of.
It's already made.
Yeah. And I'm like, and I go, Bob, I'm like, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Come on, bro. And then like we'll go into our own little Povo snacks, trying to trim the budget a bit, but they do charge way too much, bro.
Yeah, it is a rip off, bro.
Popcorn's one of my favorite snacks, period. Like I buy not the ones already popped, like the packets, and you put them in the microwave. I eat those like every night. Like when I'm watching TV, I make popcorn.
Yeah, they are nice. The triple butter ones.
Oh
yeah, fucking nice. What did you get up to, man? What's going on?
We had family stuff on Good Friday.
Did you go to church? No church? No.
Yeah, so get this, right? Do you know how Good Friday is no meat, right? I kicked the day off already on the back foot. I had bacon and eggs, right? So I was having breakfast, and naturally I have bacon and eggs every morning, and I was halfway through my bacon and egg meal, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, I'm already going to hell instantly, right?
Yeah.
Then I go to Mass, and I think I've said this on another podcast, but like lately, you know, usually the Good Friday, they used to have like a play of the Stations of the Cross. So they used to do something that was like kind of interactive, and I kind of got rid of the mundanity of the Mass. Like, you know, I mean, you're watching a play or this and that.
Yep.
But now they kind of just play a movie. And
it's like the most AI generated.
Yeah, and it's like Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ, but it's not that movie, but it's like on a real bad budget. Like it's a horrible, like the actors are like, it's like, it's some cheesy music over the sad music, and the actors can't act for shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm almost laughing because I'm just like, I'm not taking the mickey out of the religion, but I'm just like, I couldn't get into this thing, right?
Yeah.
Then this Asian woman that was 2 seats down, right next to Tori, on the other side of Tori, I wasn't looking at the pamphlet, and I was just like kind of like smirking to Tori, and then she looks at me and she gestures to the pamphlet like follow along, like point like.
Oh,
and
you
I'm like,
pissed her
what
off.
the fuck? And then so I started looking, and then I wasn't on the right page, and she goes like turn the page, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, looking at Tori, and Tori's trying not to laugh, but this woman was so like bothered by my not following along. Which, by the way,
she doesn't want you to go to hell. Bro.
If you've never been to church, you don't have to follow along word by word and keep up with it. You can just be there and be in the, it's a time of reflection, yada yada. But anyway, so that was a whole thing. And then they ended up taking us around because the church we go to, it's my old primary school. So then they just took us around like Stations of the Cross around the school. So it was like a walk down memory lane in a weird way. I'm like, bro, I haven't been to that primary school in fucking ages. And they've just upgraded everything. So we're doing the Stations of the Cross, but all the while I'm just like looking around like, oh shit.
They don't actually have like a dude hanging there. Okay, I was gonna say, that'd be fucking gnarly.
The priest, they're nailing, they're actually nailing some guy.
Like fucking hell, that's crazy.
They just bring a big cross, and the priest holds it and carries around to different stations. But yeah, it was just like so strange because my mum used to be the canteen lady, so I used to get free chicken drumsticks and shit. So then when I was walking past the canteen, I was like, oh mum, like because mum was there. I used to get like go in the back. I used to go in the back like I was VIP, and then friends used to be like, oh, can you get me like this or that? And I was like, I'll see. But I used to take it myself. But but after the mass, went to my auntie's house.
I wonder why all the kids used to beat me up at school though. Like.
We went to my auntie's house for lunch, and they're like, oh, okay, no meat today. Me knowing that I've already had bacon and eggs, so we had they had everything there besides meat, right? And I'm like, oh, I really hate that about Good Friday, the no meat thing. So what did me and Tori have for dinner? Steak and salad for dinner. So the ribeye was magnificent, but
pretty selfish of Jesus to make us not eat meat on that day.
Right? Actually,
come on,
we learned this the other day because we did the same thing. I accidentally ate. And Rose was looking it up and shit. The no eating the meat is like it's an optional thing. It's like to give thanks. It never says anywhere you can't.
You have to.
People do it as like a way of showing thanks.
Yeah, okay. And so it's
not
funny.
that serious.
My mum's side, the English side, right? They're not really that religious. Like I've never seen any of them go to church, but people still opt to do that even when they're not that religious, which I find strange, But I thoroughly enjoyed the steak, and then for Saturday, I went to the gym in the morning, had a productive as morning, had our friend 30th. It wasn't that much of a big one like I thought it would be. We got into bed, we were in bed asleep, like crashed out by like 2. And that for me, it's late,
dude.
It's late. It's late. But we woke up at like 8:30, and I was like a little bit tired, but considering we've been drinking and all that, I was like, I feel pretty good. I proceed. So then the Sunday, all goods, more of a chillax day. And then Monday comes around. We have lunch with friends, catch up. We go to Tori's and we go to our friends Scott and Danielle's house, as you know, obviously, the Monday night. And then me and Tori, I know us boys, we've been meeting up for tennis every weekend. I've gotten Tori to start playing tennis now. So it's a thing we're going to start doing once a week. So instead of going to the gym, it's like an active recovery day because you burn a lot, bro. If you play tennis, you actually burn a lot. So me and Tori's returns are pretty good. They're going pretty well. So she actually started hitting the ball back pretty well. And that's our little thing now, which I think is good quality times, a bit of a different form of quality time.
Yeah, me and my wife been going to tennis every Tuesdays. We obviously didn't this last Tuesday because a fucking long weekend.
Course,
but we might be able to go tomorrow. But speaking of sport, I went to go watch my brother-in-law play soccer.
Yep.
Fuck, I miss it, man.
Yeah.
Bro, watching these fucking peanuts running around and shit, I was like, get me on that field right now. If I can score 6 goals right now. I was like, get me on there. I'm like, throw me in, coach. I'm there with my Crocs and shit.
What age?
I'm assuming they're all in the age of like between 25 to 30.
Oh, man.
So that's like competitive as.
Yeah. But it's not just that. It's like because me being such a small dude, right? Because I'm undersized, even like regular sized motherfuckers, I'm like, that motherfucker's big, bro. I'm like, this guy crunches me, I'm gonna get hurt. So I'm like, shit, like it's a bit like it's not. When I was 17, everyone was kind of the same, unless you get like the random gym bro who's like But I'm like looking at some dudes, I'm like this is like full fat motherfuckers playing and shit. I'm like, if this guy grabs a hold of me, I'm gonna fucking snap a bony. I'm like, shit. But I was like, it just made me. I was like, oh fuck, I want to fucking play so bad. I don't know if I'd get in on a team this late into the year, but might be worth fucking.
I feel
sussing around.
I feel like you got some speed on you, so you can kind of do a lot of sports.
I'm pretty quick. I am quick.
Yeah.
But the problem is because I haven't played soccer, especially in so long, I'd have to fucking warm up.
And fitness, bro.
Like
fitness.
fitness.
I feel like do you reckon soccer's definitely one of the most cardio intense sports?
Yeah,
right?
soccer, tennis, probably swimming, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And soccer's 45 minutes a half. That's a long time to be running around, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would. I've got the itch again, but I'd only play if the games were on Saturdays. I can't stand.
Yeah,
I am not
Give it up your Sundays, bro.
My Sunday's already too stacked. Sundays for me is family day.
Yeah.
I visit my family, my in-laws. So, no, I can't. But if I can get a Saturday league, that'd be fucking top.
Because imagine playing, sometimes we would play the 3 p.m. Sunday game. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
Like, and then you got work and shit the next day. Like, ew.
No. Yeah.
Ew.
But it's like, it's good. Much like tennis, it's like, if you can play sports that's also good for your fitness, it distracts you from just the fitness part.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like if you're just on a treadmill, that's the most boring shit. Even when I used to run and shit a lot, even running, it's like you really got to G yourself up to go for a run. But because you're playing something that's competitive, you know, and especially for the overly competitive people, it just really drives you to just push.
Yeah.
How was your weekend anyway?
Yeah, good. Yeah, so we had a 30th, obviously, which is great. Yeah, it wasn't as big as I expected, but the reason for that was because I then had a festival on the next day.
Oh, yeah, how'd you go?
Great, man. Great. I was able to see the second last person off my bucket list. I now only have one more DJ who I want to see, and I have done it all. Name me a DJ right now. I bet you I've seen him. Name one.
David Guetta.
Yes.
Tiger Lily.
Yes.
That's sick.
Yes.
I'm bad with names.
Me too. Excision.
Yes.
Headhunters.
Yes. Have I seen David?
Zomboy.
Have I seen David Guetta? I have seen Zomboy. Have I seen David Guetta?
If you haven't seen him on TV, that counts.
I don't think I've actually seen David Guetta.
Calvin Harris. He would be fucking lit, bro.
Have I seen? I don't think I've seen. No. I haven't seen him.
Avicii, RIP.
I've seen Avicii, yep. Avicii was actually my very first festival. Ever. I was literally like 16 years old.
Shit.
How weird, eh?
Yeah.
And that's when I fell in love with raving and music. And yes, I've seen Skrillex. I've seen them all. AU5 is the last one who I need to see.
Was RL Grime the second who you were talking about in terms of you ticked off?
No. Alley Cat.
Alley Cat.
So she's this she's a melodic dubstep DJ. She didn't go as melodic as I thought she would, which was a bit of a surprise to me.
She was more like hard.
A little bit more heavy.
Yeah.
But in saying that too, that's probably because she probably asked, what is Sydney into? And everyone knows here, for some reason, cunts love heavy music. It fucking pisses me off. But still, she played some bangers. She played fucking all her old fucking famous tunes that we all know and love. So that was great, man.
What time did it wrap up?
Bro, we were out of there like fucking 9:30, bro. As soon as Alley Cat played, we seen one more DJ and then we were gone. I wanted to see Alley Cat and go home.
Yeah, okay.
So it was great, man.
When was it supposed to finish?
Midnight. So 6 p.m. to midnight.
Because you had the night before, you should have been toast, eh?
Oh, yeah. Like,
were the vibes high?
Oh, yeah. We had an awesome time. I even got messages from people saying, holy shit, it looked like crazy. We weren't too toast because we didn't go too hard. Like, I went harder, not too hard. Like, if I didn't have touch base on, I would have been fucking mutilated. Like, I would have been gone. But I told dude, we've got touch base. Let's fucking, let's go hard, but let's also pump the brakes a bit because I don't want to I'm not missing Alley Cat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not missing that shit. So, but other than that, that was it for the weekend, eh? Like,
our friend's brother at party tried weed. He said he did try. He said he did. I'm not going to say names, but a friend of ours, his brother, I remember, had some weed, and he was saying that he smokes all the time or whatever. And he had some weed, and he just flipped out. Not flipped out, but some people just like. It's so funny because like what's commonplace to me is like child's play. Some people are just like.
Yeah, I have a.
You know what I'm saying?
One of my good mates was always that.
Is he like that?
Yeah, who couldn't.
Couldn't take it.
It just hits them different, bro.
yeah.
This cunt, he's always in a state of doom and panic and
And it's so funny because in all the movies and stuff, and usually when people have it, it's like, oh yeah, mad. But if you're not used to that environment, you think that it's almost like they forget that they've smoked weed and that this is causing them to shift the chemical imbalance in their mind. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people, those people are the ones who would be affected by Jedi mind tricks, right? The people that get like that, they're the one. They're like the clone troopers and shit that are like weak-minded.
Yeah, I had when I was,
you know what I mean?
when I was younger, when I was very young, maybe probably 17, 18, me and the homies used to always, go out and smoke weed and shit. And then there was this one motherfucker we were mates with, right? I'm not mates with him anymore. But this guy would, every time he'd sesh with us, he'd ruin the sesh. Because he'd start screaming and saying his eyes were bleeding and his heart was going to fucking stop. And we're all sitting there just high as fuck. I'm going, shut the fuck up, man. You're really ruining the vibes. He's going, oh, my eyes. And we're all like, bro, is this cunt fucking serious?
That's the exact opposite vibe you want to be around.
Bro, and we all just look at each other and we've got a few girls there. We're trying to, act cool in front of the girls.
He's scaring the girls.
And he's freaking the girls out. The girls are crying. And he's asking me to call his mum to pick him up and shit. And I'm like, now I'm a 17-year-old guy. This guy thinks he's sleeping at my house. We've done the whole, we're sleeping at each other's houses to our parents. Now you want me to call your mother in the middle of the night and tell her that your eyeballs are bleeding and you're
to pick you up from a random park in the middle of town.
And I'm going, oh, for fuck's sake, man. So we ended up, I'm not fucking friends with him anymore. Fucking obviously, this guy's freaking out all the time.
After the 9th time, his eyes have fallen.
I remember one, and what he's screaming, his eyes are bleeding, and he's laying down on the grass, gripping the grass, going, my eyes! And I'm sitting there going, bruh, I'm like, there's no shot this guy's doing this, bro. And the girls are crying. I'm like, bro, fuck this guy, man.
Fuck, that is
seriously.
Like, pass me the joint, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck, man, again? Seriously, man, shut the fuck up. And then there's this other time, right? Get this one. Apologies to my mother, but we were kids, right? So what we used to do was, I don't know whose bright idea this was, but we used to break into one of the local primary schools and smoke weed in the primary school. Okay? Why would we do that? I don't fucking know, because it was lit up and shit. So we didn't have to use our phone torches and shit. So brilliant idea. Let's go in there where there's light, right? Yeah. So we're sitting in the middle of the primary school, right? And we used to, you remember, if you're Australian, you know what a demountable is, right? Yeah. So remember you had demountables and then there'd be the hallway to get into the demountable.
Yeah.
We used to just sit in there. We weren't breaking nothing, weren't vandalizing. We're just sitting in there using the free light, essentially, to chop up and smoke, right? Not this, mate. A different guy who we only used to hang out with once in a blue moon. I also don't hang out or speak to this guy anymore. Same fucking thing, right? We're smoking, right? We were with a few girls. We got some snacks and shit. This is how prepared we were with the women. We'd have snacks, bottles of water and shit, making them all feel comfy and shit.
On a demountable.
In a demountable in the middle of the school, right? It's freezing cold and shit.
Welcome to our crib.
This motherfucker starts wigging the fuck out. Same thing. He's crying. Can my mum pick me up, man? I can feel my heartbeat in my chest and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This guy starts whiting, vomiting profusely to the point where we had to grab this guy, lift him over the school gate, 6 of us. We have all the girls helping us get this fucking motherfucker over the fence. And we've just gone, bush games.
You threw him
like Cartman from South Park. We've thrown him over the fence. And then he's passed out all of this, all fucked up and shit, right? And I'm sitting there with the joint. I'm like, and then one of the homies goes, all right, see ya. Starts walking back. And I'm sitting there going, nah. I'm like, we can't leave this cunt here because it's going to be on my conscience if something happens to this cunt, right? So I'm going, fuck. I'm like, this cunt again. Someone else ruining the night. I'm like, fuck's sake. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm going to walk this guy back home. Thank fuck he lived in St. Clair and we're at a primary school in St. Clair. So I jump over the fence because I've always been the smallest, most nimble one. I jump over the fence and I'm like to the homies, you stay with the girls, whatever. I'll go walk to come back, right? I'm high as shit now at fucking 2 a.m. walking through St. Clair with this guy who's 30 kilos heavier than me and he's full dead weight on me, bro. And I'm fucking with my little joint walking this guy down the St. Clair Black Path. And it got to the point where he's mumbling all this shit. I got the shit and I just went, and I just started walking back to the school. I just left him on the black path. I was like, dude, your house is down the road. Go fucking sort it out. You're pissing me off. He's going, thanks, bro. Thank you. Never smoke with him again after that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Never smoke with him again.
It's crazy that you decided to do something that naturally, when you're sober, makes people paranoid. Like breaking in somewhere, naturally sober makes people paranoid. But you've smoked something that makes people paranoid and decided to go. Like you could have just. I mean, I guess there is lighting, but you could have smoked anywhere.
We could have smoked literally in front of the gates of the school.
Under a street light.
Yeah. But this is the thing, right? And motherfucker, and don't get me wrong, I hate my weed now. If I had weed now, I'd fucking freak out. I've quit weed fully, right? But like back then though, when I used to love it, weed used to be good back then. Weed was proper weed. Especially I used to love Bush because it wasn't as strong as Hydro. So if these motherfuckers are freaking out back then, imagine now when cunts are fucking spraying it with fly spray. These motherfuckers would be fucking, you know what I'm saying?
But gnarly.
It's always fucking get the mum to pick them up or fucking call an ambulance or something. Every time,
and it's like it's always I can feel my heart beating. It's like that's because weed makes you more conscious of everything inside you. Like I don't know if you've noticed this, maybe not because you guys don't get high much anymore. But like if I smoke and want to stretch. Bro, if I have a niggling injury or something, I'll smoke and I'm like, oh shit, man, like my back. I've really noticed. I
feel
pick
it
up on
more.
the way. And then when I stretch, I fall into like positions and hold them. And I can feel everything go, like I can feel just my whole body just knows like what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes you more. And it also, I mean, for some it's different, right? But for me, it makes, for example, if I smoke, I like doing something, right? If I smoke and I sit on the couch all day, it makes me go, you're a fucking loser, right? You need to do something. You need, or it's like if I'm not happy with something in my life, let's just say this isn't the case, but this is an example. If you're like really wanted to get out of your job, but you've been staying in the job for too long and you hate it there, weed would be like, I'd smoke and it's like, it would make me want to do something about that. Now, whether I did do something about that, that's another story. But I feel like it makes you, it kind of shines a spotlight on certain insecurities that you have. It's whether you
or it makes your eyes fall out.
Let's talk about it. Who remembers their first weed experience? Ready? I'll tell you my one. It was fucking high school camp. And the guy that we had to heave over this fucking fence, he was the one that brought the weed. So it was his fault. He was the one that introduced me to weed. Don't even talk, like I said, don't hang out, don't talk to this guy anymore, right? But he brought the shit to the school camp. Same thing, the school camp, bro. The teachers knew what we were doing. They didn't give a fuck. But we were smoking it, and bro, I'm telling you, we were all so stoned and laughing. And I'm pretty sure I should have seen the red flags from the beginning. This guy who brought the weed was like fucking talking like a robot and shit going like, people. And I'm sitting there going, this shit's supposed to make you do. I'm like, fuck, whatever. And then, some other cunt was trying to show off. And he's like, I'd have a cone. This guy'd have a cone. Someone else would have a cone. Then he'd have another cone. So he was going 1 for 1 with everyone. This motherfucker ended up having like 8 or 9 billies for like his first time. Started whiting everywhere. We're at school camp. So they had to walk this guy back to his tent. He's falling over, knocking all the tents over and shit. Full chaos, bro. And I'm like, fuck me, man.
I don't remember my first time, but those bushcraft camps, bro, were the same thing, right? We got so baked, bro. We took all this weed and shit. Those camps were so fucking fun,
like,
bro.
how would you get it? Like,
our teachers knew, bro.
They knew?
They knew, and I was so high, right? We had taken a big bag of Doritos. Like, you had to cook your own food or whatever. It was supposed to be bushcraft. So we took a big bag of Doritos to make nachos, and I got so high I was eating the nachos just out the bag.
The Doritos.
Before you could make the nachos.
We were sitting at a table, like it was all the kids and the teachers sitting at a long table. And I'm sitting there with the teachers. My eyes are fucking closed. I can't open my eyes. And they're telling stories. We're supposed to tell stories. I can't remember what we're telling stories of, but I decide to speak and I start the story I'm telling is just the plot of Harry Potter. I was just saying the plot of Harry Potter, but making it like it was my own or something like that. I was telling the plot of something. And the teachers are looking at me laughing. And then they knew, because one of them goes, is this one of the... Oh, is he one of the silly ones? One of the silly boys who fucking all stoned and shit. And there was another story. One of my good mates, man, he's a fucking funny cunt. I love this guy, right? He was on camp with us, and he had to charge his phone in the bathroom or something. There was the only charger where everyone was charging their phone, and everyone's charging their phone in the bathroom here, right? and this cunt's in there. And to get to the PowerPoint, you had to like climb up on something or some shit. He's charging his phone, and they're sitting up there like a gremlin. And a teacher from another camp, but it's like an all girls school, comes in, sees this cunt up there, and freaks out and starts thinking like he's trying to film the girls and shit. So he gets him down, and then we have like a big meeting, and then one of our teachers comes. This guy's accusing him, and he's like, he goes, "Let me see your phone
to make sure there's no videos.
Let me see your phone." And this cunt's one of them funny cunts. He's one of my best mates still to this day. I love this cunt. He was in school. He was the one in school who had all the porn videos and shit. You know, so he had all this porn on his phone, and the guy's going through his phone. God, and the guy's like, "You got fucking problems," like. But
what the fuck?
And then one of our teachers comes and was like arcing up to this other teacher because for accusing him, it was like full defending my mate. Like it was full, like they almost had like a fucking scrap.
That's funny as
great,
fuck, bro.
And those came, well, like what? That's year 10, bro.
What are you like 16?
Yeah,
16. What year was that? Because when you think about it, how crazy is it now?
2014,
having saved porn videos on your phone instead of just going online. Like back in the day, though, to get porn was like that was like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was rare. If someone had porn, you'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, what's that?" People would just have them in their album.
That is so.
I don't remember what it was. It was either porn or like funny. It was fucked up porn. It was like I don't know if it was funny or genuine porn. I think it was genuine porn, but it would have been 2014 or something.
That's crazy. I love how he's just a high guy trying to charge his phone.
But he didn't even smoke. I don't think. I don't think he was the one. He's never been into the weed. I'm pretty sure he didn't smoke.
Oh, so he was sober.
The funny thing is, everyone else was doing it too, charging their phone in there.
But he was just the one that got caught,
and he just happened to be the one with all the porn on his fucking phone.
Surely you remember your first time.
Yeah, I
smoking.
do. I remember my first exactly. I thought it was so strong. I was like 16.
You thought your eyes were falling out.
I thought it was acid. Like it was so strong, bro. It was I know weed is a psychedelic, but I don't classify it. Weed is a psychedelic because it has psychedelic chemicals, but I don't view it as like psychedelics like acid or mushrooms or whatever. But I promise you, man, like when I had this, it was because I had this guy, this Fijian Indian dude, and he lived in St. Mary's, and he was the guy that was the gateway. He was the gateway friend to like for ciggies,
cigarettes,
and
alcohol,
and then he was just like a bad influence on me.
Yeah.
But back then, like I used to smoke ciggies because it was cool. I hated it.
Do you still hang out with this guy?
No.
See,
but he's changed his life heaps. Like I said, we were 16. Where I'm 31. Like people change, right?
Crazy.
But you know, he was that kid in school that people would be like, "Oh, he's a bad cunt," this and that, whatever. He wasn't, but he just did bad shit, or he did like not bad shit, but just silly stuff that got him in trouble. But anyway, ciggies I would smoke just because I wanted to be his friend and it was cool. And I was like, but every time he'd look away, I'd be like, what is this shit, right? But then weed, right? He gave me some weed, and I was outside his next door neighbor's backyard, his friend, and then we were just like, you know, he had music on or drinking, whatever, had some weed. And I remember being like, they had like light.
Like Dimension 6,
I was floating. Like the backyard lighting, it was probably normal lighting, but I just remember seeing like different colors. And I remember just everything being so enhanced, but I didn't freak out. It wasn't a bad experience. I just felt like that's the highest you're ever going to be. The first time you smoke is the highest you're ever going to be. Even if you have a year off or 2 years off or 3 years off, the first time weed is in your body, like inhaled in your system for the very first time, that will always be the highest you will ever be.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, what the fuck? And I've never reached that with weed ever again.
I don't remember my first time.
Man, I just remember because it was so profound. But I just don't remember I remember who it was with, but I just don't remember exact
what happened.
But I remember us being out the backyard, just normal. But I remember not freaking out. I was just going like, holy fuck balls. You know what I mean? This is insane. But so that's the thing, right? With some substances, people try to trace that dragon and be like,
chase the dragon.
You just keep going with it. But
I used to pump weed, man. When I was young, bro, like that's all my mates would do, me and my mates, bro. And I was like, from year 10 to 12, I was at school high all the time. Me and my mate would go smoke at recess and shit. We'd come back and shit. I did my HSE high.
Really?
Yeah, I was so productive and like normal when I was stoned.
Holy shit.
Like I used to I was like you. I didn't like doing nothing. So I'd hang the clothes out and shit. And you know, like I used to smoke heaps of weed. But these days, man, no, fuck. I haven't smoked weed in ages.
It was such a big thing too in Western Sydney. It's actually kind of fucked up how
young you are.
Well, one, how young you are, but two, like how prominent
it is.
Drugs actually were out here in the West. Like, like I said, we may not have been toting guns and shit, man, but like everyone was
toting that joint,
bro. Everyone was doing drugs out here, man. Like it even got to the point where like I left school and like the nerd burgers were like asked me to get them drugs and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like this is crazy.
It's pretty bad in Western Sydney, man.
It's but I don't know how it is now because I don't know what the young kids are doing. But man, when we were fucking youngins, man, everybody was at least high.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. Man, I used to hang out. Me and the fucking homeboys, like this is when we fucking first created Trip Jack and Marvin. This is before we were a record label. Like the plan was every Friday after work, even if there was a party on or not, we would meet down at the netball courts at St. Clair at about 6, 7 p.m. and we'd sesh. But we weren't the only group of motherfuckers doing it. So it was like this crazy thing of like, you know, like in Africa, you got the watering hole, and it's the one time the lions won't chase the hyenas and shit because we're all trying to get a drink. It was like that vibe.
Yeah,
I'd rock up and they'd already be like, Iggy, you know, what are you smoking today? And there'd be dudes from fucking Erskine Park. There'd be the guys from St. Mary's, the Colleton crew, and it'd be the one time that none of us are beefing and showing off. We're all just there.
Yeah.
Smoking, bongs, boom, 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 and then we'd all just go our separate ways for the weekend. It was fucking weird.
That's the thing too. It's always the drink ups at the parks and shit. It's always a park, always a fucking back alley.
That's the difference between when you're a kid and adult. Some people keep doing the drugs, but it's in their own home. But when you're kids, you have no other choice but to go to demountables in schools.
Yeah,
or you have you just at the park. You know what I mean? So
it's so.
There's
cool,
nothing more. Yeah, there's nothing more junky than doing drugs in a public area like a park or something. But like if you like smoke a joint in your own home and you have a nice home and you don't do it too often and you're having it every now and then, you're having a snack, fair enough. But if you're just going to a park just to or like shoot up or whatever the fuck you're doing, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a little read through this then while we're on the topic.
Welcome to the Reddit corner.
Here we go.
You finished that?
So I just typed in here. First time weed experiences. Felt like a fuzzy, happy, dream-like state. Incredible munchies. Loved canned peaches. Eventually started giving me panic attacks though, and can't smoke now. I feel like that's kind of me, but it has to be a panic attack, right? Like what else is it? I never forget. I feel like that's the thing with weed. Eventually, like 80% of people will get over it, but then there's like a 20% like yourself, Joey, who just have that thing where like it will always
has a soft spot.
It will always like, how do I say it? Like it won't, you're like one of the lucky ones where it doesn't give you like the panic attacks and like the overthinking and the, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if it didn't do that to me, I probably would still be smoking weed.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If I do it too much, the negative effects do kind of creep in, but I found a happy medium where I can have it an odd weekend here and there. It's not even every weekend, but the only time I have it now is on a weekend because if I have it on a weeknight, I sleep in. I don't get to work on time. But now doing that, I've found a good medium, you know? It'll always have a soft spot in my heart, bro. And I always, when I see people smoking, like me and Tori are watching this new show on Netflix and this girl sparks up a joint and I'm like, you, right? And Tori's like, but every scene someone's smoking a joint, I'm like, fuck, I want to smoke a joint now, man. You know? I don't know.
You have a favorite munchie when you were stoned?
Ooh, bro, I used to get, it's called Scoops in Penrith Plaza, and it's like a
ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream, and it's a half a liter tub, right? Half a liter being two big scoops of ice cream. I used to get Ferrero Rocher and Reese's Pieces peanut butter, bro. And ice cream. When I'm telling you, I have to refrain from inhaling the ice cream. I have to try to pace my bites because otherwise I'll just
like an animated like Goku, bro. How good does food taste?
Yes,
it's bro.
Food, sex. Food, sex, movies, music.
It makes everything better.
Everything.
Well, it did back then. But one of my good mates, one time we were smoking at his house, right? And his I think it was his stepdad used to work at like all the petrol stations, he'd deliver the food and shit. So he'd bring home these, like, and they put them in the freezer, these donuts, bro. I can't remember what the donuts were, but me and this cunt, we'd be sitting in his room or watching some stupid fucking movie or something. We'd microwave them, and bro, it was the best tasting fucking thing on earth, bro. We ate like fucking 10 of them. We're sitting there, feel like shit afterwards, obviously.
Bro, see, you guys got lucky, man. I was always, for some weird reason, smoking with someone who would ruin the fucking experience. But there was one time I remember I was smoking with a bunch of Islanders, and same thing, right? You're trying to act cool. You're trying to, you're trying to act like you're not as high as you are and shit, right? So I'm there, my best mate. Same thing. Don't hang out with this guy anymore. And I'm in. We're in. Remember what the Islanders used to love doing? They used to turn their garages into little fucking hangouts. Yeah. So we're in there. We got the PlayStation. So this Islander, the setup was crack. I'm got to give it to him. And this Islander was like one of the most popular guys in the school too, right? So I'm like, fuck yeah, we're hanging out with this motherfucker. He had 2 TVs. One TV was for the movie that was on, and one TV was with the Xbox or the PlayStation 3, whatever the fuck it was at the time. So we had a game of FIFA going. We had a movie, like a Dave Chappelle movie, like Half Baked or some shit on in this one. We're smoking in there. They've got their taco music, like, my baby. Also, we're hanging out. The vibes are mad. There's like 6 of these motherfuckers, right? And me and my mate were the only 2 white guys in there, okay? We're smoking, boom, boom. We get to like my 3rd bong, whatever, bang. I'm chilling. I'm having a mad time. I'm eating. And then all I hear is my mate next to me going,
Oh my God.
And I'm going, am I fucking tripping out? And I look and he's sitting there going, and I'm thinking, I'm looking at him trying to say, go out, like get out, like pretend you're going to have a ciggy. I'm like, get the fuck out here. And he just looks at me and goes, and just vomits all over the guy's TV and PlayStation. And I'm sitting there like this, my hands in my head,
Vomiting over an Islanders TV.
and the music, like the movie, the music just goes off. The game, pause the movie. They all just look, and I was like, I'm so fucking sorry, bro. This guy gets kicked out. We're there trying to clean and shit. Never got invited to hang back there again. And I'm like, dude, now these guys go around telling the whole school that we can't hold our shit together. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, there's always
you really had a bad run with
bro.
you.
Just
I never got sick once from it. I never whited out or nothing.
I never greened out ever.
I got so
Never
high
greened out
once
ever.
I accidentally drank the bong water because I thought it was a drink. So I was so high, I picked the Gatorade beer up and I drank and I went, ooh, and that's what made me vomit all over the lawn. But that was it. That was how you got. You know how high you have to be to accidentally drink the bong water?
Yeah,
bro.
Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I never greened out or whited. My fucking best mate, bro. Fuck, same thing. I still hang out with this motherfucker today. He was the whitey king, bro. He'd have fucking half a billy, and same thing. We'd all be hanging out with, and it's always when we're with a group of girls. We're hanging out, boom, and then all you hear is, this guy gets up, starts running to the backyard, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, man. Like, seriously, cunt.
Good time.
we should maybe one day for funsies smoke before the pod and have a little sesh on the pod. I don't know how good the pod will go.
I'll do an edible. I won't
Or
smoke.
maybe I could be the shaman because I feel like I'm more well versed in that realm.
Yeah, you can guide us.
I can guide you through the realm.
We forget to press play and shit. We're talking for 6 hours and there's nothing.
What else do we have here? I developed rapid onset psychosis with homicidal ideation. Weed is not for me. See, there is
that's just-
something that it can trigger in some people.
Yeah.
Like,
And like our friend we spoke about before, no names, schizophrenia is the major thing. Not the one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying weed is not. When I grew up thinking like I still am a mad advocate for weed, but I used to say, no, weed's not even bad for anyone. It's it's not addictive, yada yada, blah blah blah. But it's like it can be. It doesn't have a chemical in it that makes you addicted like cigarettes. But like anything, people can get addicted to gambling, right? It's the act of doing it. You can get addicted. And to some people, it just doesn't, as we can see here, it doesn't work for everyone. But schizophrenia is the one thing, though, that is a big no-no for people. That you can't smoke weed when you have that shit.
another one here says terrible. So bad, I didn't smoke for years later. What else we got here? Yep. Passed the fuck out, woke up hours later.
Like Cat Williams said, hungry, happy, sleepy. That's the three.
Yep. Here's another one. One of the worst panic attacks I ever had. Haven't had it since. Smoked it, watched Kung Pao, played WoW, passed out. Awesome night. See what I mean? I feel like there's two fucking spectrums with this shit. There's no like in the middle.
I will admit though, I feel like the world would be a less violent place if everyone was high, because you got people either freaking out, too busy to hurt anyone else because they're like, what the fuck, my eyeballs are bleeding.
Or getting food.
Or people are like, they don't want to do crimes because they're like, hey man, you're not too bad.
You can't be fucked.
You can't be fucked, you know what I mean?
I will say though, the one time I wish in my life where I had a little camera that I could have footage of was the sessions I'd have with one of my old friends growing up. Every time we'd get together, when we were in our older years, like say we're like 16, all we'd do is get together, smoke, and rap. And we would just rap our fucking
Imagine the
asses off.
mixtapes you would have made,
The freestyles I would do were some of the most incredible shit.
That's what the one thing I would like. I don't know if you'd be the same, but the main thing
No,
I think
I wouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Okay.
No way.
Because I was going to say the main reason I would want to smoke with you is more than anything to see how you go just off the cuff, because I know I can't rap, but if I could, I'm that well versed. If my mind is that, comfortable in the high, where if I could rap, I'd rap my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
But if you're not used to it anymore, I guess it's going to affect you.
I bet I could throw it down still, but it even back then there was a level. I had to get it. I had to be not too high. I had to be buzzed. If I got too high, it went the other way, right? But there was this point where if I just smoked a little bit, like I could handle my shit as well back then, so I could be pretty high. But if you get slaughtered, then you lose it.
You're just looking at the fucking corner of the room.
Bro, those freestyles, man. Like, I could still freestyle now, I bet, but it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
No way. Back then, we were doing it all the time, man. And people, every now and then, there'd be new people who we didn't usually smoke with and shit, and their jaws would be on the floor, bro.
It'd be like Harry Mack reactions. You know how Harry Mack does the Omegle? Is it Omegle?
Yeah,
I watched a video of him today, actually. A bunch of German guys on Omegle, and he's like, give me 3 words, and he goes, give me 3 what does he say? He always says, give me 3 like intricate or interesting words, and I hate how people always say like
Orange.
simple words.
Yeah.
Simple words like
Cat.
school, happy.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, bro, say like something like, I don't know.
Platypus, xylophone.
That cunt's crazy, that Harry.
Yeah,
Mack
he
guy,
is, bro.
Yeah.
Some people just, man, I miss it, bro. I do miss that freestyling.
It's a different kind of avenue of your craft, right? Like there's
100%.
rap, but then there's freestyle rap.
100%. Man,
Like Logic's okay, but he's a bit basic when he does it. But Harry Mack's way better than Logic, I think.
100%.
The syllables he gets in, like,
It'd always be the same beats that I would get people to throw on. We Pop by RZA, the fucking Skepta, Shut Down.
Yeah.
There'd be these freestyle beats, and I'd just hit this fucking flow state, man. It was mad.
That'd be a mad idea for a little EP, little free track EP, but like just some dusty ass beats, but you just have to one take freestyle the whole thing.
Yeah, but see, I'm not that good though. Like, I'd have to practice a lot before doing that. I feel like I've freestyled on a couple of my songs, but only a little bit.
And how many people that freestyle nowadays is it not actually a freestyle? Like Sway in the morning, right?
Oh, they're all coming ready.
It's all coming ready.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
back in the day when I used to, because I was addicted to watching Sway and all that when I was younger, and I used to think Dead Set, I used to think they came there with nothing. And they just freestyle. But when I was younger, right, like back in the day.
Yeah.
But then obviously now it's like, that's impossible, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Or who's the other? LA Leakers? That's a good one now. LA Leakers is another freestyle podcast that does it.
Yeah, it's fun, man. That was good times, bro. It's one of those things where you have to accept that it's over and it'll never happen again.
Yeah,
you just reflect fondly on it. It's nothing.
Yeah.
You can't capture that energy again. It was like a moment in time.
Yeah, of course.
I mean?
Yeah. Like trying to force smoking at demountables and with around people.
Imagine that we're doing it now. We're 30 years old.
We break into a school.
Yeah, that'd be concerning if I was 30 years old still breaking into school demountables.
Chloe's like, where are you?
Fuck that shit. But yeah, hey, if you guys have any crazy or funny weed stories, send them in, man. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
We'll keep you anonymous. We won't say your names, you know. Yeah, we want to hear this shit, man. I want to make this show more interactive, man. Like, you guys we have the laziest fan base in the world. Let us know how yous are going, man. Like, fucking hell.
Like at least 30 of you who did that poll, so, you know.
Yeah.
People, you know.
Like, we have listeners, man. I'm looking at the numbers every week. We've got fucking listeners and listeners from around the world. But you guys are so fucking lazy. Do I need to start saying this fucking shit in Japanese? God.
Before we move on, I wanted to get your opinions on something because I saw a video, and this guy made a good point. I think I thought it was Usher, but I think it was Jason Derulo he was talking about. But it kind of applies to both of them. Right? Let's just say Jason Derulo. He was saying that Jason Derulo is the biggest star that no one gives a fuck about, right? Like, no one cares. Like, Jason Derulo has millions. He's got the same amount, but no one's favorite artist
is Jason Derulo. Yeah.
Right? And someone commented, goes, he's a one-hit wonder with more than one hit. That's the energy he's got. I was like, that is so true.
Yeah.
Like, or Usher too.
Because
whose favorite artist is Usher?
Because but Jason Derulo even more so, because Usher back in the day, Usher was actually popping.
Yeah, but I think it was Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo though, not every. If I seen Jason Derulo right in real life, I would be fucking fighting demons not to just go Jason Derulo. Right? Everyone knows that, right? Jason, but it's like also, who gives a fuck?
Like if you woke up and you saw, Jason Derulo dead at fucking 46, you'd be like, oh, that's a shame. No one's gonna be like, damn, they got Jason Derulo.
The problem with artists like Jason Derulo, in my opinion, is that he's good and he can fucking sing, but his direction was really corny, man. Like the song, like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Like he was making TikTok music before TikTok. It's just super corny and like when it comes on in the club, I stop dancing.
Yeah,
but when I hear fucking that type of shit, everyone's dancing. But when Jason Derulo comes on and everyone's like, like it kind of kills the vibe almost. You know what I'm saying? But this shit's got me like, it's not a bad song.
No,
it's just he's just a corny dude.
Yeah,
and that would have been management saying try to target fucking 15-year-old and 16-year-old fucking high schoolers, and you know what I'm saying, like target that demographic with the music, so they're walking around going wiggle, 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 like it's like, bro, it's fucking gay shit. Like, come on, man. Yeah.
It's funny
shut up, man.
When you look at the stats, like he's got millions of records, millions of followers, he's got millions, but like no one cares about this motherfucker.
But surely he would still be doing really well.
Right? He's rich.
I'm not hating on the guy, man. I'm not hating on him,
but
bro.
No one. When's the last song he's dropped?
I don't know, to be honest.
Do you know what I mean? Like, isn't it weird how? And can you just look up how long was Jason Derulo active for musically? I don't know.
He's still active. It'll say he's still active for sure.
But he's not.
He hasn't retired. He might.
Yeah, bro. He still has 31.5 million listeners.
That's crazy,
bro. That's the most cheesiest. But then again, there's something for everyone. For example, there's people that still on Netflix watch your not Grey's Anatomies, but you know how there's like 1,000 paramedic shows, 1,000 cop shows, and they're so cheesy. Like the shows, the acting's bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? How you're like, how can you watch this? Jason Derulo does music like that. Do you know what I mean? So there's something for everyone. Like people like
Tom McDonald and Dax.
Bro, everything, yeah.
Hold on a second. So Jason Derulo has actually dropped an EP this year, and his last album was in 2024.
Oh.
Yeah, and his last single was in 2025, but he's dropped an EP.
That's big news.
Yeah.
That no one cares about. Yeah. But that's crazy that he's still dropping shit. You know what? On the way home, I'm going to try and give it and if I can get through 3 songs,
then it's a win.
I take everything I said back.
Yeah.
Right, it can't be as bad as Tom McDonald, bro.
Don't get me started on this cunt, bro.
That guy sucks.
Scaring all the kids and shitty.
Wait, I know Dax, but who's Tom McDonald?
He's even worse. Tom McDonald, he makes like fucking Charlie Kirk music and shit. He's like a rapper, but it's all like...
It's always like political or
just
like
corny. It's just super corny. Like,
and music.
He's terrible, bro. He sucks. Like,
because he can actually rap, but same thing.
He's so corny, bro. He paints like the Joker.
Yeah, bro.
What do you do?
He does the TikToks where it's like when you give the homeless bum a go in the studio and he pretends to rock up drunk to the studio. It's like, bro, just rap. Don't worry about the theatrics.
That is crazy about Dax because he can rap his ass off.
He can rap.
But like, and it was weird because Joker to me, I'd seen what he was saying in it, but it was just like
the way he says it.
He's like overpronouncing all the words. And
but these cunts, right? Tom McDonald and Dax are now so hyper aware of it that they don't care because it's working for them. Like
Yeah.
there's such a meme, and people are memeing them so hard that they're making them successful.
Like any publicity is good publicity, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Dax plays into it 100%. Like when he does the whole paints his makeup and he's got like a fucking hot sauce bottle, and you know when they do the open verse and people on TikTok they have to, and this guy sitting there with a hot sauce bottle pretending to listen to you rapping. It's fucking so corny, bro.
I mean, some people have their shtick, and they just if it works, it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
But no one's going to respect you in the music industry for it.
But that's the thing, though. These guys, right? People hate him. The thing with Jason Derulo, it's like he's so successful. No one hates
him.
Jason.
Yeah, but
no one likes him. No one cares about him. You know?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like he's just, which is not a bad way to be, to be honest. I don't think that's bad at all.
Derulo.
I think I'd rather be hated than completely fly under the radar. That'd be so boring. Like I'd rather be hated. Like everyone gives me shit.
What about? But if you fly under the radar, you're rich though.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. What about random right before we get to the news? Some random fuck emailed me, right? Like, hey man, Friendly Fire, I've been checking out your page, man. You're so cool. The music's so great. I do interview articles, yada, yada, yada. Do you want to feature on the article? I'm like, fuck, whatever, man. I'll answer some questions, whatever. And he goes, yeah, DM me on Instagram. I'm like, all right, whatever. DM him. He goes, yeah, man, that'll be $90 US for that. And I went, fuck off, you idiot. I was like, you're lucky I didn't screenshot everything, the emails and shit, and then blast you for being a fucking little weasel. I'm like, you message me again.
There's a lot of those.
I'm gonna fucking screenshot and fucking put it on my stories for everyone to see.
And the thing is, they don't mention any charge at the start.
No, like, don't waste my fucking time.
It's Americans, bro. Americans are fucked for that. My whole time I've been doing music, you get so many of those. You look in your message requests. I was just looking at them today, and there's so many going, hey, I fuck with your music. You're really good. Yeah, let's collab. Let's do this. You're not following me. If I'm really that cool and awesome and you love my stuff, why aren't you following me before you send me a message? If you're not following me, I'm not fucking giving you the time of day.
Yeah.
It's a fucking, so many time wasters, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that's another one too, right? For our album, The Makers Tape, when I was in the process of scouting for collabs, I had this fucking guy, this prick, kept inboxing me for beats, use my beats on the album, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, whatever. He sent me beat packs and shit. And then I'm listening through, he's by the third beat pack, right? So in a folder, he sent me like 5 or 6 beats each time. By the third pack, right, I'm thinking to myself, man, that you've sent me 15, 16 beats and I'm not interested, bro. Like it's the typical like trap, like like just corny ass, like simple pianos and shit. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, nah. And then I check the profile. The cunt's not even following me. I'm like, so you obviously don't give a, like, what the fuck? And then I find out that the cunt doesn't even have a Spotify. I'm like, so dude, like, so even if I did like something, we go through all this process and then just for you to turn around and go, I don't even have a Spotify. Like, this is a full production that's going on every streaming service. Like, fuck me. Yeah. Half you cunts need to fucking lick my balls, bro.
Speaking of music, before we get into news, my song, Bruce Lee, thank you, sir.
Oh, yes.
With Holloway, that's dropping on Friday. I actually made it.
I can't wait for this, bro.
I'm putting it part of my Sunday, the first track of my next Sunday project. So this can take years. I don't know when Sunday third album's going to drop, but I'm doing the same structure. Singles. And this is the first single. So I'm not going to there's no deadline. It's not going to be every 2 weeks. It's whenever I get a track.
Yep.
For the project, I'm going to drop it as a single. So the first one, it's already out by the time you're listening to this.
And you're gonna have tracks that you don't drop as singles as well on there.
Yeah, of course. Like both the other albums. I'll do probably more
half
unreleased. I'll probably do more unreleased stuff. But,
hell yeah, man! We keep this ball rolling, bitch.
Yeah.
Man,
I rewatched the pod purely to re-listen to that. We played so I was like, I fast forwarded to that. There was just the Incredible Hulk, Bruce Banner,
great,
Lose Manners.
Bro, it reminds me, my fucking single drops on Friday. My next fucking single, so it's already out. Ready? You want a sneak peek of this shit?
Nah, give me a sneak
Listen to this
peek.
shit. This shit's gonna fucking make your fucking butthole clench. That's even if I still have it up on my private on SoundCloud. Let's have a look.
What is it?
It's a dubstep track.
My bumhole's pretty loose, so let's see if this cleans.
Yes, closer to you, right? I'll just play from the build up. This might be pretty loud, so I might turn this down. It is my next single. I've got a lot of messages about this one, so. This Friday.
That's cracker.
It's already out if you're listening to this episode. So give it out. Check it out.
Bro, you haven't done some shit like that in a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the incorporation of the screamer
yes,
into
Bro,
that.
That's hard, man.
Kaiwachi does that a little bit as well.
Yes, Sullivan King is big on that
Yeah.
too. Which I got a lot of inspiration from Sullivan King from this track. And I don't know, like I've been wanting to do a song like that for ages because they're like those songs. Like it sounds crazy, but in a nutshell, they're very simple. And I feel like a song like that is like it can be such a staple for someone in like a DJ set. So I'm hoping to send that song out to a bunch of different artists, so hopefully they can start playing it live and stuff. It's also 150 BPM. I haven't done a 150 BPM song in a long time. I've been hitting that 140 mark a lot lately, which is a little bit slower, like that. So I wanted something a bit more aggressive, like.
Yeah.
So I also had that idea for that. Even I'm not making this flow up. Every third dubstep song has this flow, but I've always wanted to do a flow where it's and underneath it's like yo yo yo. So I was like, yeah, mad. So gave it a go, mixed it with the heavy metal stuff. Sounded pretty fucking cool. So that's out now, right? Please stream it. We'll have the descriptions and that for both the songs.
It's called Closer?
Closer to You.
Closer to You.
And Bruce Lee by DZ featuring Holloway. So we're getting this board. There's no rest for the wicked, man.
Nah, bro.
We don't fucking stop. You know what I'm saying? Half you motherfuckers release a song and you kick your feet up and you goon and you fucking eat fucking Doritos and none of that shit here.
Although gooning is fun, but stay productive.
None of that shit here, man. So then that takes us to... Here we go. We say. The world is all over the shop, man. What the hell is going on? Joey, fucking lead us off here. I don't even know where to begin.
Well, let me pivot from the whole war thing. I know we'll probably get to that, but
yeah, that'll get touched on for sure.
So recent court filings in the Charlie Kirk murder case revealed that federal ballistics testing on the fatal bullet was inconclusive. Now, keyword, inconclusive. Investigators were unable to definitely match the bullet fragments to the rifle allegedly linked to the suspect Tyler Robinson, largely because the bullet was too damaged for a clear comparison. So importantly, like I said, inconclusive does not mean the gun is ruled out. It simply means there isn't enough clear forensic evidence to confirm a match either way. Experts stress that this kind of result is relatively common and doesn't automatically clear the suspect, especially when other evidence may still be used in court. Just in case people wanted to know how ballistic matching works for the bullet, forensic analysis try to link a bullet to a gun examining striations from the bullet left on the bullet. So striations on the bullet left by the gun barrel. Now, every gun barrel is different. It's like fingerprints. That's how different they are, yeah.
Every single gun?
Yeah, every gun is different. You have to match it to the gun. That was found. The rifling patterns, so lands, grooves, and twist direction of the gun, of the bullet, caliber and class characteristics to narrow down possible weapons. They typically test fire the suspect's weapon and compare those bullets side by side under a comparison microscope.
Wow.
Looking for a pattern of matching marks known as sufficient agreement. Why this one is inconclusive is the bullet fragment was damaged, limiting visible markings without clear striations. Analysts can't confidently say it came from that specific gun, but they also can't exclude it, leaving the result in a very grey area.
I did not know that about the guns.
Yeah.
That's correct. So what, they intentionally make every barrel different?
No. So not every gun has a unique barrel, but every barrel leaves slightly unique marks on bullets.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, because the way the bullet exits?
The way the bullet exits, yes. My bad.
Whoa.
Wow.
Interesting.
So that's why, and apparently it was too damaged. So upon impact or whatever happened to the bullet after.
Interesting.
Because I don't know if it passed through Charlie Kirk and hit something else or just stayed lodged in him.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? It's very grey. But a lot of people jumped online and it's like they read half the news point and all the conspiracy theorists went, oh, that's it. But it's like, it's inconclusive, right? So it's kind of hard because they can't 100% tell. But it's weird because Has he said anything? Has Tyler Robinson said anything?
I don't think so.
Because he's not real. He's a fucking.
Do you know what I mean?
A Mossad fucking facade. It was the wife. Lock her up. This is all the evidence we need.
Right.
It wasn't him. It was the wife. She was sitting on
And
the
it's
side
like,
of the pistol.
they still apparently they've tried to pack away the gun as fast as he apparently did to get away with the gun. No one can do it. Even the professionals can't do it as fast as Tyler Robinson packed away the gun, like disassembled
Because it didn't happen, man. It's all fucking bullshit.
Like
bro.
these are professionals trying to reenact it.
So that clearly didn't happen then. Like, you can't give that benefit of the doubt. It's impossible to do.
So is he going to walk free?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? And then if he does walk free,
Who did it?
Who did it?
yes. I don't know, man. This shit gives me headaches, bro. Thinking too much about this shit. What do
it's
you
just
think?
interesting.
Just trying to read here. Yeah, prosecutors are openly trying to seek the death penalty if he's convicted.
Because
Obviously,
they have the text, I think, or something, right?
yeah, yep, still in custody. Obviously, he has not gone to full trial. Yeah, everything you said is spot on. I'm just trying to see if there's any information here that we haven't touched on.
That's always funny too about these shooters. They never say anything. They never.
has
They
he-
just. Yep, this guy did it. That's it. Done. Like,
Yeah, like if you didn't do it right, you'd be like,
It wasn't me. Yeah.
It's all weird, man.
Said and has he said anything like any statements?
Yeah.
His lawyers would be telling him to not open
not say-
it.
say
Do
no.
not say a single thing. He hasn't publicly spoken. Hasn't made a clear statement or explanation.
Same with the Bondi guys.
The Bondi dude.
yeah.
They
But
don't
then I
say
guess,
nothing.
if you'd done it, you wouldn't say anything anyway, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm more thinking like not that he's innocent and he didn't do it and he needs to advocate for himself, but like there's an agency or someone who hired him or he's the fall guy and he knows he's part of this plan. That's what I'm more thinking. Like it's not lining up.
So it's either don't say anything and survive, or say something and probably get killed.
Like he's a reptilian. He's fake. He's like he's a fool. He's a made up fucking guy. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. You don't know what to believe, and it's like where do we go from here? Even if it's like you said, even if he didn't do it, who did it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
It's
the
almost
fuck
like
is going on?
like you want him to be the fall guy, because it's like we're worse off if he gets found like he didn't do it. We're kind of back at square one, and it's worse.
It is worse because then it's like obviously it's bigger than
That.
and I don't know, the memes on the bullets he had and shit. It just seemed, I don't know, man.
I know we've rammed this topic into the ground, but I just thought it was quite interesting. The the ballistic missiles report. That's all.
It'd be interesting to see what they rule from it.
Yeah.
because there's obviously more evidence against him, right? Like,
Yeah.
If
Like
they got his weapons, got fingerprints, right?
text
So-
text messages and that.
Wasn't his house scrubbed clean and he had no silverware? He had nothing. His house was like empty and shit. Like,
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was
What's going on,
BlackRock guy with that tried to shoot Trump, or if that was him. I don't know.
oh, it might have been. Yep.
Yeah, it might have been.
So many of these stupid fucking things.
All the
Bro,
same
the
guy.
the Trump one was fake as
Oh,
Don't you reckon?
But then again, it's like, but then if he almost hit him though, so it's like
I think that wasn't part of the plan.
You reckon?
I don't know, man, because now so like that it's happened so long ago. You see all these different angles of different people uploading their angles, and like right before the cunt starts shooting, the crane is lowering the American flag, and like photographers are running to the. So I don't know if that's because they're trying to
They
just
wanted a
get
photo op?
photos of the flag and Trump, or it's just full coincidence. The crane lowers the flag, and then and then Trump does the whole. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty gnarly,
insane.
man.
I feel like we just brushed past that. Like the president of the United
tried
States
to-
almost
someone
got
tried to shoot him.
assassinated.
Yeah.
And you wonder why Donald Trump is going grey now, bro.
I don't necessarily believe it either anymore. To be honest,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like, and people always say, yeah, but people died. People died. Did they?
Yeah.
How hard is it? How hard is it for people, the news agencies and shit, to follow a story?
Yeah.
And we know? Were we there? No, we don't know anything outside of our suburb, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We believe anything we're told. So it's like everyone goes, people died. Did they die?
Yeah.
Did they die? Or are we told someone died? And then they say, oh, it was this guy. And they got a profile for him and everything. It's like, does anyone know this guy? You know what I mean? We're just, I'm so, I'm so in disbelief with everything I see these days that it's getting hard to even fucking have an opinion on anything anymore. I don't know, man. I don't. It's like the Shroud of Turin clip. I was talking about the Shroud of Turin. I posted the clip of me talking about it on TikTok. All these cunts are roasting me. They're like, this guy, it's fake. This guy, someone's like, why are we surrounded by idiots? Look at this guy. I'm like, fucking hell. Like, I don't even necessarily believe the Shroud of Turin. I'm just saying, like, I'm just regurgitating shit I hear, man.
You're just commenting on, how are you meant to believe, like, what's true and what's false, like, what's false nowadays. You know what I mean?
The world is fucking insane. I guess since we're talking about Trump, we might as well talk about it. The world was supposed to blow up fucking like 3 hours ago, but then, no surprise to anyone, he extended the deadline again. He had some deadline.
His posts are crazy, bro. Did you see his post about?
I don't like that at all.
At the end, he's like, "Praise be Allah," and I'm like, oh,
yeah, open the fucking straight,
open
you
the
crazy
fucking straight, you crazy bastard.
Like, bro, this is the president.
Yeah.
And I was thinking today, like, you go back to George Bush, right? George Bush was a wacky dude. You go back to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was pretty wacky, and they
still
did
didn't
crazy
speak like
yeah,
this guy.
they did wacky shit. But now it's just.
I think it was
so
fun. It was fun the way he spoke at the start, but now that it's gotten so serious, it's like the guy at Kick-Ons that you realize has schizophrenia at the end. And you're like,
get this guy in an
going
Uber,
on?
please. Get him off the stage
in an Uber. Like,
It's
God damn it.
And then it's like it's bad too because then you get all the people on the other side going, "We told you, we told you." And it's like, motherfucker, you don't know. What if Kamala Harris got in and she did this? She nuked somebody. You don't know. Like no one. You're sold a dream. All right, you either believe it or you don't believe it. You think it's what this or that. How are you supposed to tell, bro?
I just think the only thing that we could really look back on and say we should have seen it is when you think about it, his rap sheet and the guy he is. Are we really surprised? Like,
I'm not surprised one bit, man.
Yeah.
But you know what did favors for Trump, to be honest, is how hard they're going against him. How hard they attacked him.
They stabbed themselves in the foot.
Yes,
and they kind of like, but when you take away that, just the person that he is, you're like, oh, he's a billionaire who's only looking after other billionaires. Like if you're a billionaire in America, you want Trump to stay in government.
Yeah.
Because you don't really like, but he just helps other billionaires.
Look at the motherfuckers investing in oil and shit.
Is it hard to, how long can you be a billionaire for and be for the people? Do you think it's impossible to be a billionaire and actually be for the people?
No.
I don't think it's impossible at all, but I just think these people, I don't know, a lot of them aren't for the people. And a lot of them forget where they came from, you know what I mean? It's like with Trump, what really sold me and why I lost my head a bit for him was because of how bad they went in on him. And because of all the bullshit they used to attack him, you start to think, someone who's a critical thinker and questions everything, I start to think, if they're so against this guy getting in power, it's because he's counter system and he's going in there and he's going to uproot everything and make it. But then, that's what kind of, I lost my head. It sold it to me. I'm like, this guy's against the system. He's fucked the system. He's got all these fucking amazing people he's putting in his cabinet and shit and really wants to change things. And then it's like,
and then Kid Rock comes out.
And then you see, it's not even. You see he's following the playbook that every other president has followed, and you start to think, wow, he's really not in power here.
Yeah.
There's no. It's just
he's just doing it so much more. Like Barack Obama did shit. He did some bad shit, but the thing is, at least, I mean, I don't know. You can say, I don't know. I feel like he did shit that wasn't so patronizing to other dangerous countries, like to be like mocking Islam in general. Now you're mocking like not just Iran, you're mocking like just Muslims in general, and you're
now,
doing like,
now there's a radical terrorist who's going to get up and wants to kill you.
I don't know, bro, but like it's hard, bro, because the world, it's like it's such at a crossroads now because people are literally waiting to have like what do you say, like civilization, annihilated and stuff. But then it's like, what's going to end up happening from this? Like you're going to end up, and they're saying now that like fuel short, like we're going to actually have a fuel shortage on our hands because apparently shipping, do you know the big ships that are like the size of skyscrapers that ship oil? Apparently they left because they take so long to get to their destination.
Yeah, they left
months. They left before the war, right? So by the time the last ships get there, there's no other ships coming.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We actually haven't experienced the worst to come with fuel shortages.
Yeah,
we might actually have a full shortage of fuel.
Yeah, there could possibly be a mini lockdown on our hands because it's going to get to a point where because now with all these motherfuckers now apparently ceasefiring and making deals and truce, we're all buddies again. Ships are going to start leaving again. but it's going to take those ships months to get here.
Yeah.
So now there's going to be a gap in the flow, in the oil flow. That's when we're going to see the shortage, and there's going to be fucking no fuel at the servos and shit.
Yeah.
We've had fuel the whole time, but now that so all those ships that got held up are supposed to be arriving. The last of them are arriving this month. So that means next month, those ships aren't going to get here next month. They're going to get here the month after because of the delay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So,
you know what makes me think even more? The world is a stage and everything's a plan. That they're following something, a script. America and Israel supposedly didn't know this was going to happen. You attack Iran, you didn't know Iran had control of the Strait of Hormuz. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a plot happening here, and I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I think things are going to collapse and change. And I think they tried to tell us in 1823 or whatever it was when they made that book, The Last President, and it was Baron Trump or whatever. He's the last president, bro. Shit's gonna fucking... I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna fucking have flying cars and shit. It has to collapse before we get to that point. So something's gonna collapse, either America, the world as we know it, fuel's gonna get short. Then without the fuel, they're gonna not be able to do as many crops and shit, and the crops and the food shortage and then after that, if you survive that 5-10 year period of fucking shit, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be prosperous. We're going to have high tech. We're going to be flying around and shit. But it's got to collapse first, man. It just does.
Can you look up, Iggy, real quick? There's a video 30-something years ago of Donald Trump saying this exact thing to a reporter. I don't know, on YouTube. Is there something? Is it connected to will it come through the mics?
I saw that,
video?
what you're talking about.
well, what's he saying?
So 30-something years ago, Donald Trump was saying something, and you can hear it in his voice. He sounds so young. Taking oil.
Iran's oil. That they need to take Iran's oil.
And then someone was like, "Do you want all out war?" And he's like, "You're going to get war if you be weak." And he was thinking the same thing back then. So what I'm trying to say is, like, everyone knew that Iran had all this oil. You know what I mean? But his agenda might have always been, take, because the economy in America was that doing crap like poor before all this? Like, is that kind of probably what prompted Venezuela, prompted this? Because it's all oil, right? All money. So is it like, do they really need the money? Like,
it's funny how everyone knows it's for the oil, but then like he's just going in and stealing people's oil and shit. Like, no one cares. Like,
well, it's America. That's what we were saying before. It's almost like the bully at school. Like, what are you going to do?
And it's going to start in the Middle East. Why couldn't we go in and take over some of their oil, which is along the sea?
How would you do that? Would you send in the Marines? Would you take a chance in a war?
Let them have Iran. You take their oil. That's what
How?
How?
I mean, do we want a war? What do you mean we take their oil?
You go in. You're
How
gonna have
do
a
we
war,
go
Barbara.
in?
You're going to have a war by being weak.
Okay, how do we go in? What do we do?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're going to have a war.
Yeah, take that shit, man. What are they going to do? Take their shit. We'll take their oil, take Venezuela's oil. Fuck them. All right, fucking take all their shit, baby. Nah, look, it is fucked up, but it's kind of obvious. My theory is it's just not as big as what everyone thinks it is. It's just Trump's a greedy little man and he wants to control the Strait of Hormuz. I'm telling you right now, him and the Iranian people, the new people that they're going to put in and now have a new deal. You now let America sell US oil. We keep profits. You keep profits. Majority of the ships coming through the Strait are going to be now Iranian and US ships. Happy days, thumbs up.
Well, that's the best case scenario, to be honest.
That's best case scenario. And that's what I generally think is going to happen. Yeah, man.
I should do a public service announcement. Just be like, please make the war be over before I get to Dubai in 4.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Just have it all done. I don't want to have to be seeing missiles flow over me in Dubai. Let's just have it all sorted.
Well, I guess we should also mention the Iran. They were doing those people chains around because they thought he was going to bomb the nuclear plants and the bridges and shit. So Iran said to their people, "Go stand around
over the bridges."
And they actually did it. So those people fucking.
And that would be considered a war crime if he blows them up. All those people up.
You can't do that, right? Like if he did that, that'd be
crazy.
What do people aren't doing anything? Crazy shit is happening, and no one's doing anything ever. They're having all these no kings protests or whatever. What's happening from it? Nothing.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know what's going on.
Well,
I'm just here for the ride.
Well, this is one more about the war. This is actually an interesting story coming out of the war. Actually, like really interesting. It's something out of a fucking movie. If Netflix doesn't jump on this, crazy. So. In early April 2026, a U.S. F-15E Strike Eagle was shot down. That's a US fighting jet.
Yeah.
Was shot down over Iran during the ongoing conflict.
This will be a Netflix movie.
Forcing its 2-man crew to eject deep inside hostile territory. So they hit the eject seats and they landed safely. The pilot was rescued within hours, but the second crew member, a weapons system officer, went missing and spent over 24 hours evading Iranian forces in mountainous terrain while Iran actively hunted him and even encouraged civilians, because they put a bounty fee of 70,000, 60,000, whatever the dollar is there, to help capture him. What followed was one of the most intense US rescue missions in years. Over 150 aircraft and hundreds of special forces were deployed. The CIA ran a deception campaign of to mislead Iranian forces. Elite units, including the SEAL Team 6, extracted the stranded airmen under fire.
Cool.
The mission nearly failed when transport planes broke down inside Iran, forcing the US to destroy their own aircraft to avoid capture.
Yep.
During the operation, multiple aircrafts were hit, including an A-10 Warthog that was shot down, and helicopters came under heavy fire. Despite the chaos, though, both crew members were successfully rescued with no US fatalities, though tensions with Iran escalated sharply, with Iran even accusing the US of using the mission as cover for a covert operation.
That's crazy.
That's
imagine being a fucking... So in Australia, we have army, we have whatever, but we don't really get used much, right? Imagine you get a call, you're in the Iran war, you're a US... You're in a US fucking, what is it? What do they call them? Army jet or whatever? Fighter jet. You get shot down over Iran. You press the ejection seat, and then you have civilians looking for you because they have a ransom. You have a ransom on your head. And the thing is, apparently they go past a thing. They go by a thing called. It's called there's a certain name for what they do when they get shot down over enemy territory.
Ejecto seat cars.
It's called severe. Is it Sarah? It's survive, evade, retreat, escape.
Yeah.
So what's it called? What's that stand for? What's the survive,
evade, retreat?
No, what's it stand for? It's SERE. So SEER. It's called SEER.
Okay,
and that's their method. So you have to, obviously survive, evade, and there's actually protocols if you get caught by the combatants of war. I don't know whether that means you off yourself.
You kill yourself?
Yeah.
Cut your tongue out?
Yeah. But man, that's crazy, bro.
That's actually fucking insane.
I'm pretty sure they have movies where people get shot in enemy territory.
This happened in the span of what? How many days? It's weird you don't
24
hear
hours,
It's crazy you don't
the
hear
6th of April.
How did they put out those propaganda things and put out all that shit in the span of 24 hours?
Yeah.
I don't understand this shit, man. That's wild. That's a wild story, and I'm keen for the movie.
Yeah. The movie will be that movie's going to be real cool.
Escape from Iran.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be too scared to even leave the mountains, and I'd end up like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I'd just be a part of the mountain. I'd just eat raw fish and not come out.
Nah, man, if you can, if your legs are working after that crash, you got to run.
Oh, yeah.
Because that whole mountainside's coming for you.
Yeah.
They'll be sending little kids with fucking handguns and shit. They're going to get you. You got to run and fucking hide and fucking lone survivor type shit, bro.
Who ran? I ran.
Yeah. We run. Yeah, fucking oath. That is actually insane. That movie's going to be real good. Did you see fucking Trump trying to talk about it in the
with the Easter Bunny next to him? Bro, come on, man.
What was he saying?
He was just
we're going to basically using nuclear threats and shit. And the Easter Bunny's just sitting there all fucking...
It's supposed to be an Easter celebration, but he decided to pivot and talk about the war. Which, I mean, if you're the president... It's kind of hard to not address the elephant in the room every time you address the nation.
Yeah.
But the Easter Bunny's just standing there going, and he's like, we're going to hook him, we're going to back it.
It's funny how you go from Obama to that, really. It's like...
complete opposites, man. Obama was such a statesman, bro. The way he spoke was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then you got this cunt fucking blabbering on.
Yeah. I mean, they both. Yeah. I mean, Obama did some shit in the dark, but at least
they all do though.
At least, but this guy's just skipping that part. He's like, you know what?
At least Obama had the president costume on, he fucking spoke like a president should. Yeah, that's what I like about Australia. Australia's all business, very serious. It's a very serious job. Remember when fucking Kevin Rudd. There was a video came out. Kevin Rudd saying shit or something, and like it wasn't even like he was like in the. It was like a candid thing of him saying shit, and it was like a news story. The Prime Minister swore.
Tiger Woods arrested. Golf legend Tiger Woods is back in the headlines after arrested for DUI following a rollover car crash. So he flipped his car in Florida on March 27. Woods crashed in his SUV while attempting to pass another vehicle, flipping the car. Police say he showed clear signs of impairment, but a breath test found no alcohol in his system. Officers instead found prescription painkillers, including hydrocodone, which Woods admitted taking. He was charged still with DUI and refusing a urine test, later pleading not guilty. He spent about 8 hours in custody before release. Now, here's the wild twist. Body cam footage shows Woods telling officers he'd just been on the phone with Donald Trump right after the crash. Something later acknowledged publicly. So even though alcohol wasn't detected in his system, DUI charges still apply due to impairment from other drugs. This is Woods' second DUI-related incident since 2017. And he's now stepping away from golf to seek treatment.
This guy got on the phone to Trump. He's like, look, they got me, bro. You're going to have to get me out of here.
Imagine that, bro. Just you skip the system. You go, I'm going to go straight to the US president. Bro, I said this to Tori the other day. That guy's still loaded. Get a driver. Hey,
I
Tiger
know.
Woods. Take all the oxycodone you want. Take
Don't
all
drive.
of it.
Yeah.
Just have a driver.
Yep.
Like, if I was that rich and I wanted, like, if I had that issue, like I had demons, I'm gonna have demons in the back seat. While my driver is, you know what I'm saying?
I agree, bro.
Demons or no demons, if I'm rich, I'm not driving at all. I'll forget how to drive.
Brother, when I'm wealthy, first thing, driver, cook. Let's go. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Like One Piece, have these cunts following you around all the time.
A
cook, a doctor,
the chef, the doctor, the Jewish accountant, everything. Like fucking, you know what I mean? Far out. And it's so sad too, because you see blokes like Tiger Woods and...
What do you reckon it is, man? Who knows? It's his life. It could be anything. But like,
it's sad because like you're rooting for the guy and then he does good for a couple of years. He comes back to golf. He's doing tournaments with his son.
Is he doing good in golf? Has he been doing all right with golf?
Yeah. So him and his son, I don't know if like this year, but the past couple of years, they've been doing like tournaments, like team tournaments with him and his son's like crazy at golf. The cunt's only like fucking 15 years old. So you see them finally doing good. He's getting back on the golf course. And then he does this. He takes 20 fucking Xanaxes and rolls his fucking car. It's like, bro, come on.
Isn't it funny how you can, like, it is just a matter of training. Like, you can get good
at anything. You want.
Like, it's always these people who have super talented parents who teach them a sport. The kids always come out pretty cracker as well. It's like, it really is just a matter. Like, that could be us. If we put in the time to go play golf like that, we would be that good.
Even if our dad was having DUIs and having demons. That's the thing. Tiger Woods has gone through all this shit, but he's still one of the best in the world at golf.
Yeah.
He might be on a few oxycodones or whatever, but he's swacking that thing.
Nothing in life is free, my friend. It comes at a cost. You can be this talented, but you got to take some fucking pills and flip your car.
Yeah, but you're going to flip your car 10 times.
And that's the thing, bro. It's the classic thing. You think like money is literally everything, but then you see these rich people and famous people and you're like, oh, it's just proof every day. Every now and then some rich person crashes out, like literally in this sense. But like they have either a drug incident or they're just really, struggling. And you're like, fuck, man. Like, I know everyone wants money and money does make your life easier, but shit, it really isn't everything, eh?
What is it? Absolute power corrupts, but power corrupts absolutely or something. You can't help it. You get too powerful, you fucking... start wigging out.
You're calling the president after you flip your car.
You really got to be in touch of yourself, and you got to humble yourself to avoid that. These people who get rich, John Jones, Conor McGregor, all these kinds of fucking Justin Bieber, like they forget, what it's like to be normal, and they kind of just start fucking. They're living in a fucking fairy world,
Yeah, well, they have their chef, they have their driver, they have everything. So
that'd be FireCast in 10 years.
Imagine being Donald Trump and you got all this shit on your hands, and then you get a call from Tiger Woods, right? So you literally are like going to push the button on Iran.
I just looked my fucking car and I was like, "Fuck off, Tiger, man! I'm fucking going to bomb Iran."
You just hang up on the fucking Ayatollah, and then the secretary comes in. Tiger Woods is on the phone.
Yeah, he flipped his car.
Passion fruit.
I hope he pulls through, man. You know, people go
Yeah.
through shit.
Godspeed, man.
It doesn't look like he's hurting anyone else but himself, but that's kind of, it's upsetting, man.
How is this cunt supposed to do a UFC at the White House with all this shit going on? You know?
Bro.
No, he'll do it. He'll do it. If anyone will do it, it'll be Trump.
I'm not trying to drop any ideas, but if you were the Ayatollah, man, you're aiming for that White House, baby. But no one's apparently the White House is that fucking safeguarded.
Yeah, you
will not make
get
it.
there.
There's a
You won't
force
make
field
it.
around that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Apparently, their Ayatollah, the new one, the son is unconscious and can't make any decisions. They're saying now. Mm-hmm. So fucking hell, I don't know
He was unconscious. How?
Because he
Is he asleep?
he got injured in a strike in the first strike, and he's been injured since. But apparently, he's like in a bad way, and he's unconscious and can't make decisions now. Apparently, so I don't know.
Some guy's gonna put a pillow over his face.
Isn't that funny? How America and Israel, the most powerful military in the world, so high tech or whatever, but somehow Iran, who supposedly has no leader, has been putting up such a good fight for so long, and they didn't see this coming. The Strait of Hormuz shit. It's like we're being fed lies, bro. Like either way, it's bullshit. You know.
Yeah. It's like it's Vietnam all over again.
Yeah.
America sold. So the three things about going to war, especially for America, is you need three things. You need the government. So you need the House.
You mean the person that they're trying to take over?
No, you need the government. So the American government, whether it's the Democrats, Republicans, whatever, you need all them on the same page.
Yep.
You then need the military on that same page. And then the last thing, which is the most important one, which is now harder to do than ever, is you need the public. So it's called, I think they call it the Trinity. You need the Trinity to be aligned before the elites. So the elites are happy and they go, yes, go into Vietnam now. Let's take their shit. We're going to, quote unquote, stop communism. But no, we're just going to put a puppet thing in the
And
south.
the public being just the elites.
No, the public being us, the people.
Public opinion.
They need to be for it.
Yeah, we need to be for it. So Vietnam,
So
at the
Americans they're for Iran, most of them?
No.
Well, no. Now it's, the Trinity is always now basically almost impossible to line them up. But like now, though, even now it does work because you do see people on social media that like, fuck Iran, just go get them or whatever. Like people don't give a shit.
But do you think it was easier
Like,
to fool them back in the day?
Of course it was. There's no
100%.
social media.
Yeah.
There's no social media, bro. Back before the Vietnam War in the 70s and shit, they did a vote where it was like 89% or something of the American public were for sending boots on the ground to Vietnam. The second the war started and the Vietnamese started fucking kicking ass, that's when and innocent American lives were getting killed. That's when the public started protesting, getting on acid, eating mushrooms. Bring our boys home. Bring our boys home. So you start losing the Trinity. Now you've got the people losing interest, and then the military people were in the Vietnam War. Troops were defecting and shit. Troops were shooting officers because they're like, "What are we doing in this fucking jungle now?" At the start, it seems like a solid plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in there, bomb Iran for whatever reason. We're being told to do it. And then 6 months goes on, and all of a sudden you're an American troop in a trench or at a base going, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
But 6 months ago, you put your hand up to go there because the idea just gets lost with the fairies, the fugazis. It starts to get lost here. And now the public already, we're starting to switch. We're all going, dude, like what the fuck are we doing in Iran?
Well,
But
apparently some red states are started to turn blue now. Like they're wanting democratic back.
Well,
Yes.
because it's like
that's
it's
all
gone-
it is. It's just a sway between the two, bro. It's always been like that, man.
I think that's the problem with Iran is that, first of all, the public on anything Trump has done is never... It's always 50-50, if not less in Trump's favor. And then, so the Iran thing was already,
kind of skewed.
kind of fucked up, right? And then Trump was already... People, before he even did this to Iran, he was already losing people. He was already looking like he's going to lose the midterms, which I'm sure he definitely will. They're going to lose. I'm pretty sure. And
meaning
then,
the Democrats will get voted back in?
No,
Or another
It's
person.
a midterm election. So right now, the way there's the House and the Senate, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And you can be the president who's a Republican, but you can still not have the House. There could be majority Democrat people making the decisions in the House. But that's
Yes.
not what it is right now. Right now, Trump has the House, he has the Senate, and he's got the presidency.
Okay.
But the midterms is when people elect all their members for the houses and shit. So for their state, they elect their local whoever, and they fill up the Senate, which all vote together to make a decision. So if you've got majority Democrats in the Senate, but you got a Republican president, it's going to be really
Very hard to pass decisions.
for the Republicans to pass decisions.
Yes.
So when they do the midterms, that's when they reshuffle the House. So right now, Trump's got the House, but it's looking like he's going to lose pretty badly in the midterm. So it might be...
Well, he's fired a few people. He's fired Pam Bondi and a few other people.
So it's looking like it's going to be... And even then, like, so Trump won't get kicked out of office until it's 4 years is up.
Yeah.
He
Which
won't
is when?
have the House, which would be 2028.
Yeah.
So he's still got 2 more years in this bitch.
Yeah, it's only been 2 years, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's got 2 years to fucking, sort his shit out. But Artemis 2 mission. This is my only one that I've got. This was really cool. Have you guys been seeing like them talking and stuff? And
That guy's speech is going viral or whatever.
it's really cool, and I really like how the whole aim of the thing is they're all just like saying, dude, we're all just humans like together on this earth. Don't put your shit aside.
Especially with all this shit happening, right?
Yeah, I just thought it was really, really fucking cool that that's like the direction that they've gone with it all. So, but yeah, seeing this mission makes me fully 100% believe that we've never been to the moon. Like we have never been like, and there's people that don't believe this is real too.
But like, what they're saying is they went to the far side of the moon, right? And they've seen apparently the face of the moon when no one else has seen.
Yeah.
But apparently what happened when they went around the moon, there was like an hour of them experiencing a solar eclipse, like the moon fully engulfed like Earth, like the sun, sorry. And then apparently they lost all comms in that time, so they were just dark.
Yeah, dark.
Just floating
That'd
in
be
space.
scary as shit.
Bro.
Because that's when if something goes wrong, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
but so do you believe like, I mean, you're still on the fence if they even went there, period, at the start,
first time.
right?
This is 100% real.
Yeah,
I believe
right.
this for sure. But the first time, in the 60s, it didn't. There's no way.
Did you see a jar of Nutella swung? It came into frame. In the
did
thing?
it?
Yeah, and they're like, how the fuck did that make it on the... Because you know how they count every gram of weight?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
there was a big jar of Nutella, and it's like, even Nutella jumped on it, and they were like, Nutella's even enjoyed in space or something. And like,
The marketing on that.
The marketing,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
If something happens, bro, it's like... I feel like any company just jumps on it, eh? But it's pretty cool, though. I wonder how long it took. Is there any...
travel about
information?
10 days total.
10 days?
They're still there, right? They're coming back?
10 days. Imagine that's like us going on. That's like you. Like I've been on a 14-hour flight straight. So
Yeah.
you imagine 10 days and zero gravity.
Apparently, there's no shower and shit. Where do you shit and piss and shit?
I mean, they'd have latrines.
They got
right?
toilet. They
They'd
got
have
special
toilets.
toilet.
Gets
and
fucked.
They got exercise equipment.
But how would you keep your shit from?
I don't know.
They have no. Surely they have gravity rooms and zero gravity rooms, right?
That's sci-fi
it's all-
shit. Yeah, everything's
Hey, that's unbelievable bullshit around movies, man. I thought they had different rooms where you can go where there's like gravity.
No, that's impossible. Right now, it could be in the future, but the most realistic way would be a spin, like because the centrifugal force when you spin something really
yes.
fast, it makes it look like gravity.
Okay.
That's probably the only way they could.
So you get in a
possibly-
room that's spinning.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it. But,
Yeah.
But that's just sci-fi shit right now. But that's like the most plausible way they could do it. But
So imagine going to the toilet and there's no gravity.
they have
It
ways.
just doesn't want to come out your asshole.
I can't remember what it looks like, but they have a special toilet and shit.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually say, but it just says, so 10 days. It's meant to be a 10-day trip.
The toilet's just a hole. And
Can we
it just
look that up,
ejects into
Iggy? I know we're
space.
sidetracking, but how do astronauts go to the toilet? Like, what does the toilet do? Does it suck? Does it keep it down?
Oh yeah, it probably does suck.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just a hole that ejects.
And is
out
it
into
dangerous
space.
to suck while it comes out of your ass? Because will it pull out your innards a little bit? Or
your intestines?
Oh, wow, that's disgusting. Yeah, so space toilets don't rely on gravity. They use airflow suction to pull the waste away from the body.
so,
That's
so
disgusting.
it's literally pulling it from your body.
It's a robotic arm that reaches up into your asshole.
Oh, it's just the finger. Oh, imagine it malfunctions and you can't suck the shit away. You're just covered in the shit. Yuck.
Some horny dude just doesn't need any shit. He just wants to be fucking pegged.
That's like the 6th shit you've taken today.
Yeah,
Go on toilet.
On the mission, Joey went to do a number 2 a lot. He's in there every hour just getting finger fucked. So for urine, men and women have specifically designed funnels attached to hoses. Suction pulls the urine away and into a storage container. Yuck. For the solid waste, number 2, astronauts use a seat with restraints, foot straps and thigh straps to hold them down. The suction then pulls the shit out of their ass.
But so you still have to push. I'm assuming you have to push. You have to help it, of course.
That's
And
disgusting.
people think it's fake, right? You really think they would have this intricate details and have it all feels fake, you know? They're really up there, man.
Imagine if the toilet was malfunctioning and the suction thing
and it leaks
wasn't,
or something.
The suction thing wasn't working, so then the shit just goes.
This also means they just have a big bag of shit and piss
Up
that
there.
has to get
In
emptied
there.
when they come back or something like.
Oh, brother. That's apparently they have to do every day 30 minutes of exercise to help your bone mass and shit.
And I wonder what food they're eating. Probably like
Nutella, obviously.
Remember when you went to school camp and they give you dehydrated food, or they give you food that clogs you up?
That's what it is. Dehydrated in little pouches, yogurt pouches and shit.
Yeah.
It is really cool, man. It's a step for humanity towards the future.
Well, they're apparently while they were behind while the sun was engulfed by the moon, so they had a little solar eclipse. All the while, they were saying they were taking it in and all, but they had to do actually scientific research because
fucking hell.
they want to see map it out because they're hoping to have the lunar air base on that side of the moon.
Oh my god! I actually can't believe they're attempting to build a base.
Every country's going to do it. It'll be China
That'd
base
be
up there, America
fucked.
base.
Yeah.
What for? What are you going to do up there?
Yeah.
Nothing to do. There's no gravity.
It's
and
almost
shit,
like it's almost like a bragging rights.
you're going to get there and then they're all going to be sitting there going, now what?
Yeah.
Well, it's
I don't know.
It's a launch pad for satellites and for to go to Mars and shit.
Jesus
it's going to be a lot easier to go to Mars from the moon than it is from Earth.
Yeah, of course. But seriously.
So it's like a stopover flight.
Yeah,
essentially,
shit
to get to Mars.
They could build solar panels on there maybe for Earth and crazy shit. I don't know.
That's disgusting.
I'm not bored of Earth that much to go there yet, but maybe one day.
Yeah, there's still so many places on Earth I want to see. Fucking, I'm not going to go to the moon and look at space rocks. Fucking hell.
World Cup ticket prices are skyrocketing. The big headline, right? General admission tickets for the final. Guess how much? Don't look it up.
$2,000.
No, I'm going to say 15,000 US.
Have hit a total of about 10,990 US. That's US.
That's 20,000 Australian dollars.
That's roughly 11K US, making them the most expensive football tickets ever sold. Ticket categories for the final, here they are. Ready? Category 1 is top tier. That's 10,999 US. Category 2, 7,380 US. Category 3, which is the lowest, 5,785 US dollars. Price have skyrocketed due to dynamic pricing, meaning that they increase based on demand. And obviously, being the World Cup, they are on fucking high demand.
Jesus Christ.
For comparison, right? The previous World Cup, which was in 2022 in Qatar, had a top final ticket price of about, guess how much?
$900.
$2,000.
$1,600. I don't know if that's US. I'm assuming in this story it's US.
Yep.
So we're talking about a jump of around nearly 7 times higher than the last tournament.
It's like a 700% markup, cunt. Holy shit.
Originally, organisers even suggested prices would cap at around $1,500, which clearly didn't happen. Fans and politicians are calling it price gouging and saying it kills accessibility. Critics argue it turns the World Cup into a luxury event instead of a global fan experience.
That is so true. There's only going to be rich people there.
Yeah. Everyone who fills that stadium is rich.
And I don't know about you, but I feel like football, I'll call it football. Football fans, they come from all walks of life, and a lot of them come from third world countries.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a thing they can scrounge up money from their fucking dad's, I don't know, wardrobe or whatever. They get churchies or whatever. They finally save for a ticket. And even then, it was kind of expensive, but it wasn't like this, man. No. This is insane. I thought UFC tickets were bad, bro.
And the problem is it's in America too. So you pay all this money, and then you have to hope you can make it to the fucking final. You hope the stadium doesn't get blown up. You hope fucking Iran doesn't invade.
You hope you don't get shot going to get fuel. Yeah. You fucking hope you don't hear fucking Abdullah Bak, boom. The whole stand's fucking dead.
Abdullah Bak. But boom, my life's over.
Yeah, fuck. That's so true though, because so many FIFA fans are your fucking Africans playing barefoot, your
Yeah.
Brazilians in the favela who only have one TV that the whole neighborhood uses.
Like what real rich guys, other than people that are rich from soccer, like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi's. I'm talking about like what pompous fucking asshole is out there playing soccer, kicking it around. You know, they might have slaves in the back playing soccer for him. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's so fucked.
Have you seen the videos of Messi that showing his autism? Like
Cunt's an awkward cunt, bro.
He's only programmed for football. That's it.
I was in the interview where someone's like talking about like a death in the family, and he just
starts
laughs.
laughing.
He starts laughing. Like he's just so awkward as fuck, cunt, bro.
Right, there was one one video I crack up this cunt where the kid. Oh, I can't remember. He's like walking up to the kid or something, and the kid goes to give him. He goes to give the kid a handshake or a high five, and they miss or something, and then he just walks away. Like he just walks off. Like, oh fuck, he's a funny cunt.
But the best soccer player in the world. So
well, they made a Lego ad with those fucking Mbappe and Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Did they?
Yeah, recently.
They got Lego.
Yeah. Well, they're promoting it anyway.
they're both still playing, right? Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah.
They're gonna be almost 50.
This would be the last World Cup for sure. For
They
sure.
can't do another one, bro.
Well, I don't know about Ronaldo. He's a fucking mega freak. That cunt's still like going to the gym 2 times
Bro,
a day
yeah.
and shit. Like he only drinks water.
The guy has
like,
dick skin all over. Like he's just literally got no body.
Dick skin.
Yeah. You know when your dick's just rock hard and it's got no fat on the cunt? He's just veiny as fuck. Man.
He's got dick skin all over.
He's covered in thick skin.
Yeah, he's just a giant fucking erection.
He looks fucking good for his age, man. He does look like a hard cock.
You know what I mean?
But have you seen him before he was rich and he looks ugly?
Yeah. He had
as fuck?
didn't he have a tooth missing?
Yeah, he's definitely had some work, but
So it says group stage tickets, earlier knockout matches are significantly cheaper, often from around only $60 to $100 for the lowest tiers.
Wow.
I'm excited for this World Cup. I'm not going to lie.
I am too, honestly.
I'm keen to watch some games. And I'm
When
pretty
does it
sure,
start?
June, and I'm pretty sure because of the time difference, the games are going to be like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. kickoffs, which is not bad. Previous World Cups, when they were in like Europe and shit, that was like 3 a.m.
And do we know how many games, like, how's it structured? Like, because I'm used to watching NRL and I know when the NRL games are on. Is it a weekly thing? Is it a daily thing?
So I think every week there'll be like multiple games on, like different groups and shit.
Because I'll be overseas in different countries, so it'll be on at different times.
That's going to be pumping over in fucking in Europe. Wow, that'd be real fun. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it, man. I'm really, really excited for it.
Australia's got an interesting group. We'll probably come out with America in that one, right? We got the US, we got Australia, we got
And the prize? Oil.
Yeah. The winning country gets 10 billion barrels of oil delivered to your doorstep. Yeah, Australia's group is the United States, which is one of the hosts, Paraguay, and Turkey.
Okay.
Interesting. United States might be our hardest one, but you can't rule out Paraguay because
right?
they're South American, and South Americans, Paraguay is not as good as obviously as your Brazil, Argentina, all them.
But they're surely better than the US, right?
But South Americans they're good footballers, man. So coming up against Australians, but I've got high hopes for Australia, man. I hope we can make it to a knockout. I'm excited. I hope Uruguay obviously fucking does well. I want to see Japan do well again. I want to see Japan. I want to see South Africa do well. Italy didn't make it again. 3rd consecutive World Cup. These fucking bums didn't make it through, bro.
They didn't make it at all.
They didn't. They got knocked out by fucking Bosnia. They lost in penalty shootout.
Mamma mia.
It's a different era, with soccer. Like all the good teams that used to be good are kind of losing their way, and new teams are coming up.
Yeah.
Can you look up real quick? I saw the Matildas versus North Korea. Who won that match? The full versus
North Korea?
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un won it.
yeah.
What the? That didn't.
Yeah, North Korea plays soccer, man. They play all the sports. But
Do they?
They're called DRPK,
What the fuck?
which ironically stands for Democratic Republic of Korea.
The most recent meeting in the 2026 AFC Women's Asian Cup quarterfinal, the Matildas beat North Korea 2-1.
It was the quarterfinal too. North Korea made the quarterfinal.
Wow. So obviously they've all got executed now. They got off the plane and Kim Jong-un was like, ha ha, you don't want to play? Like, boom, 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 fucking shot all of them.
Yeah, the next tournament is a whole different team. New squad.
It's a whole
It
new
probably will
team.
be, bro.
Fucking hell, man. That would have been shitting their dacks on that flight home.
Apparently, they take the sport pretty like they treat them well and shit in North Korea. Like the sports people are treated well. They take it serious. Like, and
Wow.
North Korea has the biggest stadium in the world.
I mean, I've no doubt that North Koreans are very serious people. Like, that's not a.
Like,
what
I don't understand it. Like, fuck, look at our stadium, but none of you can come. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, why?
They got the biggest stadium in the world and never gets used. I think they use
What
it for
the
like
fuck?
little plays and shit. But yeah, it's North Korea.
I guess a lot of things wouldn't get used to their maximum capacity, right? Like, you're not really opening it up to the rest of the world.
They got a couple cool buildings, and like, they got like this weird Darth Vader looking building. It's like one of their main ones in Pyongyang, and it's like got LEDs on the front and shit.
Oh, yeah.
What's in there? Like, I don't think there's anything in there.
Wow, yeah, North Korea does have the largest stadium in the world by capacity. Located in Pyongyang, North Korea, the capacity can be up to 150,000 people.
Whoa. But imagine you're in the nosebleeds, though. You get the cheapest tickets in there.
That's where they hold the fucking the fucking firing squad, the fucking public executions. Everyone has to watch.
That is insane. It was opened in 1989. Used for football, athletics, mass games, and mass performances.
And mass
You know,
shootings.
I also saw something, I wish I could remember, but just today I think I saw it, that Kim Jong-un was also saying something about, like, he wants to be friends with people. Like, he's saying, like, reasonable shit. Like, he's just misunderstood this cunt. Like,
him acting like a crazy fuckwit is finally now everyone's just ignoring him, and now he's bored and lonely. He's like, oh, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, but you wouldn't trust. Imagine if Kim Jong Un tries to be a friend. It's like, how much can you trust that dude? You know,
like the cunt's like, like the little retard kid in the playground. You kind of like, and then he says about he does like eats dirt and shit. He's eating all insects and shit, and you kind of don't want to be mean to him, but you don't want to hang around him. That's this cunt. And now finally, no one in the playground wants to play with him, and now he's like, oh, but I'm only joking. I only joke about the nukes. Like, you know what I mean, cunt? It's like, come on, dog. For the past 20 years, you've been scaring the shit out of everyone, shooting missiles over Japan. Yeah. Now no one wants to deal with you. You're wondering why.
He's like, you know what? All that stuff, that was the old me. I've been doing a lot of work, a lot of inner work, and I feel like I'm kind of...
I am a new man.
He's like fucking Bowser in the Mario movie.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Man, I'm all for it, man. Get him involved, man. Let's make world peace. Let's do some deals.
Honestly, I've said this from the start. They have potential, bro. If
they do.
If they drop the act, then they kind of have this reunification plan they've had with South Korea for millennia. If they
start there, right? They have to start with South Korea first.
Yeah. Open the borders.
Yeah.
Start doing open trade.
Then other people see that, and that's kind of.
I remember what he said. He praised the new South Korean president, the new South Korean leader. He praised them, and everyone's like, what this guy,
He's one guy, he does one nice thing, and everyone's like, oh, what's this guy?
These guys are
It's a start, bro. It's a fucking start. Like, fucking hell. Like, you know what I mean? The poor cunts watching everyone bomb each other, and he's like, oh,
I'm missing out.
Yeah. I'm so lonely.
I am so lonely.
Oh, fucking hell.
I have nobody on my own.
Man, that's it for me. I didn't even. I had fuck all today, man.
Yeah, man.
Joey
that's
coming
it for
close.
us,
I
bro.
can't believe you got voted the least to Google before
Bro,
you Google the most.
It's insane, bro. It's insane.
You actually Google the most.
That was the one thing I couldn't sleep at night. That night, I was like, I can't believe these motherfuckers,
fucking
man.
assholes, man.
I'm willing to bet that they misread it. Like,
I know I misread it. I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt that they did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's another episode in the books, lads.
Guys, we make it for another week.
Yet
right?
again.
Hopefully Iran doesn't shoot any missiles these ways, right? Australia's pretty far to get to.
they can't fucking reach us anyway.
Thank God. Right? Hopefully next week things calm down. I want to... Hopefully next week we can talk about the Artemis 2 landing safely. You know what I'm saying? My song's out by next week. DZ's song's out by next week. We're getting the ball rolling again with music. We don't take much time off, which is great in between projects. But yeah, Joey K.
Yeah, hopefully I can afford the petrol to come here next week.
Joey K, close us out, man. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Let's go eat everyone's ass out.